The auto industry may seem like it's booming, but behind the scenes, several car brands are hanging by a thread. Whether it's poor reliability, uninspired design, or simply failing to adapt to the future, some manufacturers are heading straight for disaster. If you're planning to buy a car in 2025 or 2026, this list might just save your wallet, time, and sanity. Today, we're exposing 7 car brands that are dangerously close to collapse and exactly why you should avoid them. Here are the first 4. Chrysler. Chrysler was once a symbol of American automotive strength. Now it barely registers in the conversation. The brand's presence has shrunk to just 2 mainstream vehicles, the Pacifica and the aging 300. Years of corporate reshuffling, lack of innovation, and weak product planning have left Chrysler hanging by a thread. There's no momentum, no buzz, and barely any sign of a future. Performance is uneven at best. The Chrysler 300 still offers a powerful V8, but it's outdated and guzzles fuel. The Pacifica Hybrid gets decent mileage, but is known for recurring recalls and quality complaints. Overall, the driving experience feels outclassed in a 2025 market packed with sharper, smarter options. Visually, Chrysler's lineup hasn't changed much in over a decade. The 300 feels like a holdover from 2010, and the Pacifica struggles to stand out in a modern minivan crowd. These designs once had presence. Now they just look tired. Step inside, and the problems continue. While the Pacifica has room to spare, the interior is filled with hard plastics and mid-tier finishes. The tech feels outdated, laggy, and underwhelming. Even top trims struggle to justify their price against better-equipped competitors. Chrysler isn't evolving, it's disappearing. With no real electric future, no major product launches, and dwindling consumer interest, it's drifting toward irrelevance. Unless it pulls off a major reinvention soon, the brand may not survive the decade. Fiat. Fiat returned to the US with flair, compact size, quirky design, and European charm. But the honeymoon didn't last. Reliability issues, limited model selection, and poor long-term value sank its second coming. What was once seen as a fresh import is now a fading footnote. Performance was never a strong suit. The 500 and 500 liters offered sluggish acceleration, rough handling, and frequent mechanical problems. Engine and transmission failures became common, and even the electric variants fell short on range and efficiency. Yes, the Fiat 500 is cute and iconic, but that charm has worn thin. The retro look hasn't meaningfully evolved, and there's little visual innovation across the lineup. Design that once felt fun now feels dated. Inside, the cabins are tight and cheaply finished. Even higher trims lack durability and refinement. Technology is minimal, infotainment is slow, and build quality is suspect. It feels more novelty than substance. Fiat simply failed to earn long-term trust in North America. A small dealer network, high repair costs, and unreliable vehicles scared buyers off. Today, it's less a car brand and more a curiosity. For most drivers, it's just not worth the risk. Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo delivers beauty, but not peace of mind. Its cars are head-turning, emotional, and exhilarating, until the warning lights come on. Underneath the elegant Italian styling lies a brand plagued by reliability issues and high ownership costs. For 2025 buyers, the dream often turns into a headache. When they're running properly, Alfas can be a thrill: responsive steering, turbocharged power, and athletic handling. But breakdowns are common, and owners frequently report software bugs, electrical problems, and mechanical failures. You don't buy an Alfa for durability, and that's a problem. The styling is stunning. The Giulia and Stelvio easily rank among the most visually striking cars in their segments. But those looks haven't evolved much, and beauty alone doesn't fix deep-rooted flaws. Inside, the interiors look upscale at a glance, but feel cut-rate upon closer inspection. There's cheap plastic in strange places, glitchy infotainment, and awkward control layouts. Even premium trims don't feel as refined as German competitors. And those sporty seats? Great on a test drive, not so much on a road trip. Alfa Romeo is high on passion, but low on practicality. It demands compromise, and for many owners, the trade-off isn't worth it. In a market full of reliable, luxurious alternatives, Alfa is a risky bet. Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi used to be exciting. It gave us rally legends like the Lancer Evolution, but those days are long gone. Today, the brand survives on budget crossovers, rebadged models, and very little innovation. Even loyal fans are finding it hard to care. Performance across the lineup is lackluster. Engines are underpowered, CVTs are noisy, and handling feels disconnected. Even the recently updated Outlander can't match rivals in terms of ride quality or driving engagement. It's not just unexciting, it's outdated. The design language is forgettable. Most models blend into the background with bland, conservative styling. In a segment where boldness sells, Mitsubishi's vehicles are easy to overlook. Inside, things aren't much better. Cabins are filled with cheap plastics, laggy tech, and subpar materials. Touchscreens often stutter, and many safety features are locked behind expensive trims. There's little cohesion or refinement in the overall interior experience. Mitsubishi feels like a brand with no real direction. It's not innovating. It's not leading. It's just coasting. Outside of a long warranty, there's little reason to choose one of its vehicles. Without major change, it risks fading into total irrelevance. Jaguar. Jaguar has long been synonymous with British elegance and high-performance luxury. But in the last decade, it has become a cautionary tale of missed innovation and poor reliability. Sales have plummeted, and their EV transition is delayed and uncertain. What once was prestige now feels like a gamble. The engines remain strong on paper, especially in models like the F-Type and XF, but real-world driving often reveals inconsistent throttle response and outdated transmissions. Some EV efforts, like the I-Pace, show promise but are plagued by software bugs. For the price, many competitors offer a more refined and reliable driving experience. Jaguar still builds beautiful vehicles with elegant curves and classic proportions, but aging platforms and minor facelifts reused for years weigh the designs down. It's as if the body stayed in 2015 while the rest of the world moved on. Inside, luxury is present but thinly layered, infotainment feels dated, and fit and finish issues continue to frustrate owners. The tech experience and materials feel half-baked, leaving buyers expecting more for a Jaguar price tag. Jaguar is trapped between the past and the future. With its parent company Tata struggling to reposition it, Jaguar feels lost in transition. Its lineup is thin, outdated, and uncompetitive. Luxury buyers now see it as a risky bet rather than a premium choice. Infiniti once aimed to challenge Lexus and Acura with a performance luxury mix, but it never found its niche and now struggles with declining sales and uninspired products. The brand is stuck in limbo, neither luxurious nor sporty enough to stand out. Consumers are increasingly asking, why does this brand even exist anymore? While some older models offered zippy V6 engines, newer ones feel watered down. CVTs dominate the lineup, resulting in dull, droning drives with little connection to the road. Fuel economy is mediocre, and AWD systems lack refinement. In a category where driving experience matters, Infiniti falls flat. The exterior styling looks decent, but not daring. Models like the QX50 and QX60 feel safe and forgettable, blending into traffic instead of leading it. Their styling neither offends nor inspires. Inside, cabins offer some comfort, but with mixed execution. Materials vary widely between models, and the dual-screen setup is clunky and outdated. Tech lags behind rivals in both usability and innovation. It's a luxury interior only in name, not experience. Infiniti suffers from brand confusion, stale technology, and poor differentiation. Without meaningful innovation for years, loyal Nissan buyers often skip Infiniti for better-equipped competitors. The brand is drifting toward irrelevance, one underwhelming model at a time. Buick, once a staple of American middle-class prestige, Buick is now barely mentioned in car buying conversations. It's overshadowed by both luxury and mainstream brands alike. Its identity is fuzzy, and its future is uncertain, especially with a shrinking model lineup. The younger market isn't buying, and the older base is aging out. Buick vehicles prioritize soft, comfort-focused rides, but this often means dull acceleration and muted driving feedback. Even the Encore GX and Enclave feel heavy and underpowered for their classes. While smooth, they're not competitive with today's tech-savvy, dynamic crossovers. Recent redesigns look more modern, but lack a clear personality. There's nothing bold or unique, just safe, rounded, generic shapes. It's hard to distinguish a Buick from a lower-end GM sibling at a glance. For a brand that once had visual flair, this is a major letdown. Interiors feel stuck between mainstream and luxury. Soft-touch materials and quiet cabins are appreciated, but the design lacks spark. Infotainment is fine but unremarkable, and rear seating often falls short. It's pleasant, just not premium enough for the price. Buick is caught in brand limbo. Not bold enough to attract new buyers, not luxurious enough to retain old ones. GM seems unsure how to position it in an EV-heavy future. It's coasting toward extinction unless it reinvents itself soon. According to Consumer Reports, many of the brands we discuss suffer from a combination of poor predicted reliability, owner dissatisfaction, and disappointing value retention. Brands like Fiat, Mitsubishi, and Jaguar consistently rank near the bottom of reliability surveys. Similarly, Infiniti and Buick score poorly in brand satisfaction and innovation. Consumer Reports emphasizes that buyers should consider not just price or appearance, but long-term ownership experience, and that's exactly where these brands fall apart. If you're serious about getting the most for your money in 2025 and beyond, it's not just about what looks good, it's about what lasts. Brands can collapse slowly or suddenly, and when they do, resale values tank, parts become scarce, and your dream car turns into a nightmare. So what do you think? Did we miss any brands on the brink of collapse? Or do you disagree with any on the list? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on crucial car updates.